Happy Easter Sunday, everyone. Please stand as you're able and sing with us. Brandon?
Happy Easter! Woo! Happy Passover! Please do rise as you are able. Scoot over here. There you go.
Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher, higher. Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher, higher. Your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. Your love quenched my desire, and I'll be on your side forevermore. Yeah, yeah, your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher, higher. Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher, higher. Now once I was downhearted, and disappointment was my only friend. But then you came, and it soon departed, and I never saw that face again. 'Cause your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me, keeps on lifting me, higher and higher, higher, yeah. Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher, higher. Your love keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher, higher. Your love keeps lifting me, keeps on lifting me. Your love keeps lifting me higher.
I need my mic. Oh, wow, indeed. I agree. Happy Easter, friends. My name is Rev Shannon, and my pronouns are she, her, and it is an absolute joy to spend this day with you, this time with you. Happy Easter. Everyone is sitting and greeting and grinning, and it is just the most dear thing. Thank you, Rand. Hey, I want to let you know a few things about us because I see some new faces, and I know we have some new faces joining us online. I want you to know, if you are new or new-ish, that you have stepped into a community that is inclusive, progressive, and compassionate. We welcome all people, and we are so glad that you have chosen this light, this love, this community, this day. There is lots of information about us on our website, newthoughtscsl.org, for those of you who are joining us online. And for those of you who are here in the building, we have a lovely welcome table right outside these doors, and we'll have volunteers there. Please feel free to stop by, ask any questions you might have, and they will be answered. This is a time in our service when we acknowledge that we are on the ancestral land of the Kalapuya people, and that we as a community affirm Indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. And so, every month we contribute to organizations that promote Native American rights as part of our monthly giving. One of the many ways we put feet to our values around here. For those of you who are joining us online, live this day, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being part of the community this day. I just want to send a little reminder, if you would like to join us in our spiritual practice time a little bit later, you might want to have a candle and something to light it with. Those small rituals are so important. So let's take a moment to remind ourselves of our vision and our mission statement. If you like, you can please speak it with me. Let's say with one voice. Let's start with our vision. Recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and all creation. And our mission, providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. As you are comfortable, I would just like for us to join our online community and our local community together by turning around as you're comfortable and giving a little wave. Go ahead. Hi, friends. We're so blessed to have a global community. I want to thank our online hosts today, practitioners Annette Nelson and Deborah Bongard, if you are with us online, make sure you drop a note in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you have any questions, our online moderators are there. And I celebrate that you are part of this community this day. Speaking of celebrating special members of the community, I heard that we might have a very special guest visitor today. I don't know. I knew it. I knew it. Hi. I've heard that the Easter Bunny is really shy, but I also heard that you might have something for me. What? Thank you so much. You are the most generous bunny I have ever met. Thank you for this. Hey, everybody. The Easter Bunny has joined us today to let all of you know that we have an incredible extra special Easter extravaganza happening for our kids. If you are interested in having your kids who are here in the room join our youth and family program, you can hop on over with the Easter Bunny, and he'll show you the way. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thank you for my gift. I hope you have a great time with our kids today. Thank you. It's the first time I've met like royalty, y'all. So I'm a little verklempt. We have one very special flower arrangement for a very special human today. I want you to know that this week, our own Darcy Bradley celebrated her birthday, and we could not be more grateful for her light in the world. If you don't yet know and love Darcy, you will by the end of this time together. Happy birthday, darling. Here's to many, many, many more. Yeah. I'm going to invite all of us to silence our cell phones, including those of us online. Let's take this next hour and be fully present to this incredible service. We have music with Darcy Bradley and Daniel Schweitzer. We have the NTCSL choir. We have the New Thought Messengers, all of that under the direction of Brian Harris, and an incredible message from Rev Shannon O'Hurley. It is time. It's time. I'm going to invite all of us to become fully present for a moment as I speak just a word of blessing over all of it. So for some of us, we like to bless with our eyes closed, and some of us like to bless with a soft gaze at the world. But what I have learned is that there is no wrong way to recognize that love is right here, right where we are. I am so grateful for this community of love this day. I am so grateful that there is a group of humans on this planet who say yes to more good, more love, more light, more of ourselves, our true selves expressing as grace and hope and peace in the world. My God, what a glorious thing to celebrate this day. And so for everything that we are about today, I just give profound thanks for the music and the message and the kids, my God, the kids, and for a community that remembers. that remembers truth and walks that truth in the world. For this and so much more, I'm so grateful. It is good, and we are blessed, and so it is. So you might notice that things are a little bit different today because it's such a special day. I'm going to invite Darcy, Daniel, Brian Harris, the choir, the New Thought Messengers. We're going to have a little song, y'all.
Something here is calling us forward, upward motion, where drops in one ocean roll on. Will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Did you dream of the highest calling? Be the hope of a new day. To make a difference, let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. With a moment of our greatness, let's stand together now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And every day's a chance you can do something amazing and feel your passion blazing and shine. With every vision and dance in new direction, explode to new heights in your mind. I will rise up with you today, lift up my voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. If you dream of the highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Hey, yeah, yeah. One dream, one voice, one heart, one world, one dream, one voice, one heart, one world, one dream, one voice, one heart, one world. Live the dream of the highest calling, be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. That's it.
Okay. We stood together, now we're going to sit together. This is our time for our spiritual practice, y'all, so I'm going to invite all of us to connect down in that with that breath. Lately, I've been thanking my breath for being a thing that connects my head, my heart, and my body. That breath. It's good to be here now, isn't it? Those of you who are joining us online today, You might want to light your candle as I light ours. In the recognition that we are one. And so we're going to have our spiritual practice song. You might want to rise as you're able and join with us as I invite Brian. Yeah. Sing with us, y'all.
This is a new song for us. It's not tricky, but we've got the words so you can follow along. Love, love everybody. Love when it's hard to love. Our loving will change the world. Love everybody. Love when it's hard to love. Our loving will change the world. Share who you are. Share who you are. Share when it's hard to share. Our sharing will change the world. Share who you are. Share when it's hard to share. Our sharing will change the world. Care for each other. Care for each other. Care for the ones who need care. Our caring will change the world. Care for each other. Care for the ones who need care. Our caring will change the world. Sing all together. Sing all together. Sing when it's hard to sing. Our singing will change the world. Sing all together. Sing when it's hard to sing. Our singing will change the world. Love everybody. Love everybody. Love when it's hard to love. Our loving will change the world. Love everybody. Love when it's hard to love. Our loving will change the world. Our loving will change the world. Our loving will change the world. And so it is.
The following reading is a slightly revised version of the prayer of St. Francis. Spirit, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me bring love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine love, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Blessed be. Amen.
You stumble through your days, got your head hung low, your sky's a shade of gray, like a zombie in a maze. You're asleep inside, but you can shake awake, 'cause you're just a dead man walking, thinking that's your only option. But you can flip a switch and brighten up your darkest days. Sun is up and the colors blind, and take a world and redefine it. Leave behind your narrow mind, you'll never be the same. Come alive, come alive. Go and light your light, let it burn so bright, reaching up to the sky. And it's open wide, you're electrified. And the world becomes a fantasy, and you're more than you could ever be, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. And you know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. I see it in your eyes. You believe that lie, that you need to hide your face, afraid to step outside. So you lock the door, but don't you stay that way. No more living in the shadows. You and me, we know how that goes. 'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never, never be the same. Lightning striking, bottled up and keep on shining. You can prove there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive, come alive. Let it burn so bright, let it burn so bright. Reaching up to the sky, and it's open wide. You're electrified, and the world becomes a fantasy. You're more than you could ever be. Just dreaming with your eyes wide open. You know you can't go back again to the world that you were living in. Just dreaming with your eyes wide open. So come alive. Come on, come on, come in, come on. To anyone who's bursting with a dream, come on, you hear the call. To anyone who's searching for a way to break free. And the world becomes a fantasy, you're more than you could ever be. Your eyes wide open, oh yeah. Go back again to the world that you were living in, 'cause you're dreaming with your eyes wide open. Sing it! Oh, yeah, yeah. We can't go back. No, oh yeah. So dreaming with my eyes wide open. So come alive.
Thank you so much, Daniel Schweitzer. Oh my goodness, the NTCSO choir. Oh, this abundance of love that is here. Oh my goodness. Happy Easter, happy Passover. Thank you again, Darcy Bradley and Daniel Schweitzer Bryan and our beloved choir. Oh my goodness. My name is Shannon O'Hurley, and my pronouns are she, her, and this is the day that love has made for every one of us. I want to say a special welcome to those of you who are here, those of you who are joining us online. Oh my goodness. I also want to say a personal shout out to two very special guests. There we go. There we are, Rand. Two very special guests that flew here to be with me this Easter. My beloveds, my parents, Bob and Peg, are here. So, Easter is fascinating because it holds two separate, very different energies at the same time. On the one hand, it's one of the most profound stories we have. It's about courage and loss and this extraordinary idea of resurrection, of rising above life's greatest challenges. And on the other hand, it's like, did you remember to make reservations for brunch? The twain shall meet. So I recognize that this is one of those Sundays when we often get new folks. You may be checking us out for the first time, and you might be wondering how we celebrate Easter here. I will get to that in a moment, I promise. And if you happen to be looking around, you might notice right over here behind me, we have our interfaith banner honoring all of the world's religions. Over here, we have our interfaith altar, also honoring some of the major faith traditions. We have a second altar that we as a community created the day after the election last year. We sensed what was coming, and what you will see on this altar are 56 candles, each one representing every single person in the 50 states, in Washington, D.C., and in the 5 inhabited U.S. territories. For those of you who maybe have just walked in here for the very first time or joined us online, I want to take a moment and share with you who we are. And for those of you who've been around for a while, I think it's good review once a year. Are you with me? Okay, all right. Our faith path is called New Thought. Think spiritual, not religious, rooted in ancient mystical teachings of all the world's great traditions without dogma or rigid structure. This is a place where you are invited to discover a faith in the divine or the God of your own understanding and live from that place authentically and fully. We do not believe in a God that is capable of anger or judgment or vengeance. Our understanding of the divine is that God or spirit or source is pure, unconditional love. We also don't believe in a place called hell. You will find no guilt, shame, or blame here. We do, however, believe in a hell of our own making, and that we are accountable for our own choices that we make. Think karma, or cause and effect. New Thought grew out of the transcendentalist movement of the 1800s, when people were longing to have a more direct, lived experience of the divine. They were influenced by the texts like the Bhagavad Gita from Hinduism, and they embraced this radical idea for their time that God or spirit is present in all of nature and within us. And, this is important, they also believed that the divine is fully expressed in women as well as men. Yes? Think 1800s. And while these ideas aligned with the indigenous traditions, they were new to many Western Christian audiences of the time. This new concept that God or spirit could be something other than a distant male figure expanded and grew over centuries. New Thought teachers like Emma Curtis Hopkins and Ernest Holmes helped to create and anchor the New Thought movement. And these progressive ideas spread, forming centers for spiritual livings, communities just like ours all over the country and the world. We look to the wisdom of ancient stories across these faith traditions, but we don't take them literally. The stories found in the Hebrew and Christian Bibles, for example, were understood in the ancient world as symbolic, rooted in metaphor and meaning. Actually, this idea of taking the Bible literally is a modern concept that gained momentum in the late 1800s, here in the United States, particularly in fundamentalist communities. But Jesus himself taught in parables because a story is how wisdom is carried. So we listen for that wisdom. We listen deeper within the story and see how it can relate to our own lives. New Thought is also a metaphysical teaching, simply meaning we look beyond the physical to understand the deeper truth. We don't believe that there is one way to experience the divine. You'll hear many names for God here: spirit, source, universe. I use love, that's my word for God. You get to choose what works best for you. And you can call this place anything you like. You can call it a church or a spiritual community. You can call it the center. You can call it NTCSL. You can call us anything, just don't call us late for supper. On any given Sunday, you might hear wisdom from the Vedas, the Buddha, Lao Tzu, Jesus, the Kabbalah, the Sikh teachings, the Celts, the Quakers, as well as modern poets, authors, and social justice leaders. We also explore the intersection of science and spirituality, including physics and neuroscience, as they prove and point more and more towards our deep interconnection, something the ancients knew millennia ago. This is a practiced spirituality, not something we just talk about, but something that we live. Each week, Rev Shannon and I will offer you tools that you can use: meditation, compassionate action, affirmative prayer, always shared through a trauma-informed lens. We do not claim to have all the answers. My friends, be aware of anyone, especially from a pulpit, who claims to have all the answers. We here lean into the big questions with audacious curiosity, and you get to decide what works best for you, what feels true for you. Please, whatever you do me a favor. Do not confuse us with the new agey pseudo-wellness, toxic positivity, magical thinking, this will solve all your problems spaces out there. We are 100% not that. We are a long-standing spiritual organization, and our clergy, both practitioners and ministers who you saw up here earlier, undergo a rigorous path of study and training which takes many, many years. If we could name our core teaching in one word, it would be oneness. But oneness is never sameness. Or as Ernest Holmes wrote, unity never means uniformity. The true beauty of this human family of ours, with all of its cultures and identities and expressions, is what wholeness looks like in the world. As Mother Teresa said, we belong to each other. We take this not just as an idea, but as a way of living our faith. Here at NTCSL, that looks like doing our own inner work and also caring deeply for one another, growing together, learning together, and protecting the vulnerable, and engaging in things like mutual aid, like our weekly Caring Corner food pantry and our ongoing Feeding 40 Families program that supports immigrant families. We have 5, soon to be 6, Spirit-led social justice teams that all focus on how we can care for each other, for our global community, and for this planet we share and love so much. So wherever you are on your journey, questioning, healing, growing, know that you are in a progressive, inclusive, and compassionate spiritual community. You are loved exactly the way you are right now, today, no exceptions. And my loves, you are, every single one of you, an original blessing. Oh, it's true, you are. You are. All of you here and online, wherever you are, please know that each one of you are a part of this long, beautiful table that we are all continuously creating together. So, now that we're all on the same page, are we all on the same page? It was a bit of a mouthful, but I hope we're all on the same page. You're good, okay. I want to dive into our understanding of Easter. One of the biggest comeback stories ever told. Apparently I'm channeling a 40s actress from the movies today. No, in all seriousness, by show of hands, how many of you have, at some point in your life, had a loved one pass on, and at some point, perhaps right after or some point along the way, you felt their presence? Maybe they came into a dream, or you felt them in a moment, or it just felt like they were in the room with you. They just felt like they were right there. Okay, many of you here. I would like you to let that idea, if that's a new idea for you, or a thought, to ground you as I move forward in this Easter story. Jesus, who had been teaching unconditional love, radical inclusion, and care for the most vulnerable, was killed by political empire that opposed him. It was a political empire. And his followers were devastated. They thought, well, his message of inclusivity and peace was surely over. And then, as the story goes on the third day, something unexpected happened. As told in the Gospel of John, Mary Magdalene goes into the garden, and it's near Jesus' tomb. She's deeply distraught. She's weeping. And she sees a man in that garden she assumes is a gardener. She doesn't recognize him at first until he says her name, Mary. And in that moment, something in her knows. Mary Magdalene becomes the first person to witness what we call resurrection. The original meaning of the word resurrection meant to rise above something. Mary Magdalene is the first to rise above her grief and recognize that love is still present even after death. Author and hospice counselor Kate McGann wrote, "The very first Easter taught us this, that life never ends and love never dies. Life never ends and love never dies." Mary Magdalene had the eyes to see, the ears to hear, and the heart to know that the divine presence is always with us. We know she went on to continue the teachings of radical inclusion and oneness, just as Jesus did. And just a quick side note, because I really believe facts matter. It wasn't until 1969 that the church officially corrected its mistake and clarified that Mary Magdalene had never been a sex worker. There was zero evidence of that. And in 2016, Pope Francis himself said, Saint Mary Magdalene is no longer to be referred to as the penitent prostitute. She is to be referred to as the apostle to the apostles. The apostle to the apostles. This was huge for me. This was huge for me because growing up Catholic as a young girl, there were so many places I could not see myself. I could never see myself in a pulpit. I certainly couldn't see myself in God, who was always male. This is why this moment, the moment in the garden in the Easter story where Mary recognizes Jesus after his death, has always been my most favorite. I remember the moment I realized that at the very center of the Easter story, a pivotal moment in the Christian canon, it is a woman who sees, a woman who knows, a woman who recognizes the presence of the divine when all the others have walked away. And in this moment that we are all living through right now, when so many truths about the harm, exploitation, and silencing of women is coming to light, I want to say clearly, women's voices, women's knowing, women's spiritual authority have always been here. Always. Always. And the world is waking up to that. The world is waking up to that. So, a few weeks ago, I heard a story from a Jewish teacher that I follow and love very much. And it stayed with me, and I realized I needed to share it today. So, 200 years ago, there was a group of students with a master spiritual teacher, Kotzker Rebbe. And they were studying, they were up very late one night, and the Rebbe was in a deep meditation, and suddenly he woke up, and he almost looked startled, and he said to his students, "Where is God?" And the students thought, what a naive, childish thing to say. They'd been studying with him for years and years, and they said, "Rebbe, well, of course, God is above. God is in the heavens above. Humanity is in the world below, and God is in the spiritual realm." And the Rebbe looked heartbroken, and he closed his eyes, and he turned within, and he was clearly struggling, and the students realized that that answer was incorrect, and they looked at each other, and they waited, and finally the Rebbe opened his eyes once again, and he looked at them, and he said, "Where is God?" And the students stopped, and they looked at each other, and they said, "Oh, we know. God is in every woman, man, child, human being, every religion, every creed, every race. God is in every blade of grass, and God is in the leaves, and God is in the trees. God is everywhere and everything," thinking they had given the right answer. And the Rebbe once again looked crestfallen and turned within and closed his eyes, and the students were dumbfounded by this. And finally, the Rebbe opened his eyes once more, and he said, "Where is God?" And the students, completely flummoxed by this, stayed up all night debating and researching and reading and talking and trying to work it out. They couldn't figure it out. The sun started coming up. They still couldn't figure it out. And when dawn finally came, they went to the Rebbe, crestfallen and disappointed and humbled, feeling heavy. And they said, "Rebbe, we don't know. We don't know where God is." And the Rebbe sighed, and he looked at them, and he said, "God is where you let God in." God, or Spirit, or Source, is every moment, every place where you choose to let God in. And only you can choose to let Spirit in. And I believe that this is where the Easter story meets us in 2026. Around here, we say all the time that God's Spirit Source is in and through and as all things and in the mystery. We say that divinity and love is right where we are, and I believe that with every fiber of my being. It is foundational to our teaching. But saying, even affirming, that God or Spirit is everywhere is not the same thing as letting God or Spirit that is everywhere in. Those are two different spiritual moments. One is an idea, a very important idea. The other is a decision. A decision. When you choose to let God in or Spirit in, to feel love fully, you are in that moment full of faith. And so in that moment, you can experience heaven on earth. You naturally respond instead of react. You embody the love of Spirit. And this is what Mary Magdalene reveals in the garden. She's not offering us a teaching on the omnipresence of God. She is showing us what it looks like to remain open in the middle of grief, long enough for love to reach her. She is showing us what it looks like in the middle of heartbreak and confusion to let the holy in anyway. And this, my friends, is faith. This is so timely and so relevant for what we are collectively experiencing in the United States right now. Faith is not just believing that God exists, that God is everywhere. Faith is the moment when your heart is tight, your mind is racing, the future is unclear, and something within you still says, in this moment, I am willing to let Spirit meet me here. Are you willing to let Spirit meet you where you are? Are you willing to allow Spirit in fully? It's the journey from the head to the heart. Because most of us would say we have faith and can talk beautifully about love when life is going well. Sure. The deeper practice is what happens when it's not, when the phone call comes or the diagnosis comes or the relationship cracks or the latest news story leaves you shaken. In those moments, letting God in is key. Letting God in might look like refusing to let fear be the only voice in the room. It might look like pausing before you speak. It might look like telling the truth with compassion. It might look like letting the tears come while you say to yourself, I don't know what to do next, but I am willing to be led by love. That is letting God or Spirit or Source in. And that is how we cultivate, as Jesus taught, as all the great spiritual teachers taught, the deepest and most true faith is the practice of it. And Mary Magdalene in that garden does exactly that. She stays. She does not turn away from her grief. She does not numb out. She does not bypass it. She remains open enough that when love calls her by name, she can hear it. Mary, when love called her by name, she could hear it. And this is the invitation this Easter. The invitation changes each Easter. This is this one this year. Rev Shelley read the beautiful prayer of St. Francis for us earlier. That prayer is deeply personal for me because that is how we said grace growing up in our house before dinner. It was always led by my father. And that was our grace, unless dinner was late and all of us kids were ravenous and scrambling a bit. Then we would say, rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, yay God, go. But usually it was the prayer of St. Francis. So I want to give you another way to think about that prayer. And if you don't know that prayer, I invite you to go on our website later. We have our revised version for you. Spirit, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me let God in so that I can bring love. Where there is injury, let me let God in so that I can forgive. Where there is doubt, let me let God in so that I have faith. Where there is despair, let me let God in so I have hope. Where there is darkness, let me let God in so I see light. And where there is sadness, let me let God in so that I can bring joy. Let me let God in. You know, Jesus was not only a feminist, as my sweet mama always taught me, he was also an activist. He spent his last night on earth sharing food and teaching his disciples to wash the feet of others. He could have done anything on that last night of his life, and he chose to give his disciples actions, ways of living that would bring people closer and that would heal and that would embody unconditional love. In the times that we are living through, letting God in is not passive, it is action. It is following this teaching of Jesus to be in loving action. The great Bell Hooks wrote, "Love is an action, never simply a feeling. Love is an action, never simply a feeling." Or as my mama also always taught me, love is a verb. It means standing up for what is right, for human dignity, for working people, for the vulnerable, and for the soul of our democracy. On this Easter Sunday, we remember the radical inclusivity taught by Jesus, and we let God in every time we refuse any story that says that some people are less worthy of dignity, safety, and belonging. In this moment, when our current administration is choosing war, economic hardship for our working class, and the attempt to dismantle our democracy, letting God in means we do not look away. We stand up with courage for one another, for people we know and people we do not know. So many of us saw this in action by the millions at the recent No Kings March. This is that, my friends. This is that. So this week, I invite you to, like Mary Magdalene in the garden, stay present so that when love calls your name, you can hear it. As the Rebbe reminded us, to remember that God is wherever you decide to let God or Spirit or Source in, and only you are the one who can let the divine in any given moment that you may be moving through. And finally, as Jesus taught us on his last night, to let love move us into action, to care for one another, to serve, and to take a stand for human dignity for all people in whatever way is yours to do. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I love you. Oh, thank you. I love you. Thank you. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you. Thank you, dear ones. Thank you. So let's take all of this into prayer. I'm going to invite the practitioners to please come forward. And the practitioners online are going to move into prayer as well. And I invite all of you here just to get comfortable in whatever way is comfortable for you. Maybe closing your eyes, turning within, or you can always have a soft gaze a few feet in front of you on the floor, whatever works for you. Oh, what a blessing it is to be here together. What a gift it is to know that we can let God, the divine source, in any given moment, on the breath, in between the breaths. We have the opportunity to experience, to receive, to hear, to see, and to know divinity through the conversations we have, the people we see, the nature around us, all that is happening. Knowing that on this Easter day, we too can rise above whatever challenges we may be moving through, knowing that we are never alone in this life experience, that we were meant to be here, to have life and live it fully. I'm so grateful for the opportunity for this spiritual community to grow together, to lean into all of this together. I say a special blessing for our friends and our family, our friends that are family, knowing the same love is right where they are. Right where they are. And two, I say a special prayer on behalf of all of us this day, knowing that love and strength and blessing and care reaches all of the hurting places. It is right there. Anyone who's experiencing war, violence, challenge, difficulty, pain, love is right where they are. And I affirm within me that they have everything within them to let that love in, to be surrounded by it and to be comforted by it. I bless all people this week who join together in churches and mosques and synagogues and ashrams and centers for spiritual living and kitchen tables and planning organization meetings and marches and yoga mats and hikes, all the places where spirit, where God, where the divine is felt and known. I am so grateful for the opportunity to be part of this holy human family, to be on this path together. I give thanks for spirit, for the strength of God, of love, of source within each one of us, and for the guidance, the light, the love, the compassion, and the hope that it provides. I give profound thanks for all of this and for so much more. I allow this to be and to become. And so it is. Blessed be. Amen. Amen.
As I invite the choir to come back up into their positions, I just want to thank you, Rev Shannon. I was thinking about when I first found this teaching 26 years ago, and I felt like I was standing beside a river of good that was flowing past me. And no one ever looked at me and said, just let it in, Shell. So I want to thank you for that, to let it in and then to walk it into the world. What a powerful, powerful thing this is. I am so grateful for this community. I am so grateful for all of you, both here in person and online, who make up a community. I am so grateful for this opportunity to be together, to celebrate life together, to celebrate love together. So this is our time for conscious giving before we rock the house one more time. And I just want to invite you into whatever your giving practice is. I want you to know that it is received with such gratitude and such grace by our staff and your board of trustees. It's prayed over by our practitioners. And just know that a portion of everything that you give, we send to organizations both locally and internationally that put feet to our values in the world, so that this circulation of good is never ending. I want to thank you for being a part of that circulation of good. There are many ways you can give. They're on our website at newthoughtcsl.org. I like to text to give at 503-966-3236. And of course, we'll have baskets here that we'll pass for those of you who are here in the room. But whatever your gift is, I just want to say thank you. And I'd like to invite all of us to speak a word of blessing on our gifts. For me, because I text to give, this card represents my gift. So I like to hold it to my heart where I've let some love in. And let's speak a word of blessing together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. All right, y'all. You might want to stand for this. Get ready for Darcy Bradley and the New Thought Messengers.
Woke up this morning with a shine in my soul. Sun's still rising, but my heart's on a roll. Trouble trying to knock me off my lane, but grace showed up and broke those chains. Ain't gotta see it, I still believe God did work that thing for me. Joy in my step, peace in my heart. I got faith that I'm doing just fine. I got faith.
Got faith that no one takes it. Songs they come, I still praise it.
Every morning gonna have to move, 'cause I got faith and nothing to prove. I got faith.
Yeah, I got faith.
Oh, I got faith.
I got faith.
got faith. Bum, bum, I got faith. I'll just keep singing that all day, Darcy. Thank you so much. Thank you again to the choir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, we have a very special announcement for you, and we wanted to share it with you this Sunday.
Okay, so we know that life doesn't just happen on Sundays, that it also happens on Tuesday afternoons and late at night, and in those moments when you need something to bring you back to yourself. So we've been wondering how we can meet you there. And we are really excited to bring you a new project that we've been working so hard on. We've been working behind the scenes to create an online membership space where you can access these teachings and practices whenever and wherever you want. This is going to be, oh, thanks.
Yes.
That one person is so excited. Wait, this is going to be an online space filled with original content from Rev Shannon and myself to support your spiritual life, with guided meditations and practical spiritual tools, self-guided retreats that you can move through at your own pace, and conversations that help you to meet life from a place of love, to meet life from a place of principle. So we're going to be launching our new membership hub on May 17th, and we would truly love for you to be a part of it. So what it's going to look like, there's going to be a low monthly cost. You sign up once and you'll have access to all of the content, which will be updated regularly for you. We are so excited to get into the studio and start recording content for you this week.
So it might look like Rev Shell and I go in and turn the recorder on, and Shelley might say, hey, talk more about letting God in. What does that look like? Or after one of Rev Shelley's beautiful talks, I might say, teach me about this thing you said. Let's go deeper with that. So there's going to be a lot of that as well.
We're going to meet at least once a month and sit down and just have a conversation about what's happening in the world and how we meet it.
With all of you. So also we'll have opportunities for you to ask us questions, and we'll videotape it so that you can go back and see. So lots and lots and lots of things. It's going to be great.
We just want you to be on the watch. Keep watch out for announcements, and make sure you're signed up for our weekly email, because that's always going to be the best place to hear from us.
Yes,
Rev?
yes. So excited about that. All right, I want to take a moment and thank again all of you who joined us today to help make this service possible. All of you who joined us online from Oregon and Washington, from California, from Idaho, from Nebraska, from Mexico, from Costa Rica, from Spain. We love you so much. Thank you all for joining us, all of you here and those of you online. Yes, we can clap for all of you online joining us from all these wonderful places. And I want to also take a moment and thank our online practitioner hosts, Annette Nelson and Deborah Bongard. Thank you so much for holding that conversation that happens online during service, and all of the wonderful friends that are being made there. It's such a gift. For those of you who are new and you'd like to know a little more about what we do here, or if you have any questions about anything that I shared, we have a welcome table right over here out the doors to the left. Practitioner student Ginny Perelson and practitioner Bonnie Duncan will be there, and they will answer any questions that you may have. I'm now going to invite the practitioners who are here to come on forward, come on down to the front. They will be available for prayer for you after service. If there is anything on your heart at all you need to do is go up to them and say, hey, I'm going through this thing. I'd like you to pray with me. And they will take it from there. You don't have to do anything. And this is just something that, our practitioners are trained in affirmative prayer. So if you've never had that experience, I invite you into it. It's a beautiful, beautiful experience. I want to invite all of you to join us downstairs for Nosh, and we have a lovely gift shop down there. But please, if you have kids here, get your kids first and then join us downstairs. All right, I believe that's it. So I'm going to invite all of you to please rise as you are able. What a delightful time together this has been. May the May the longtime sun, may you go, there we go, one more time. I got this. She is risen. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light. Until we meet again, may the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Have a good week. Sing with us.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit